Welcome into our Wednesday afternoon broadcast. Thank you for jumping on live if you're catching us live, and if you're catching us in the rebroadcast, welcome as well. I always appreciate you clicking in with us. Please take a moment to hit that subscribe button or that like button if you are joining us as a new participant today. That way you will be notified when we go live and or upload new information to the platform. Today we are going to talk about when is the best time to work out, and I'm going to share with you some of the feelings I have regarding workout times and some of the experimenting that I have been doing with myself over the past 3 or 4 months, and I'll kind of share my thoughts on exercising and when the best time to work out might be for you. My name is Diane if you're jumping on as a new viewer today, and for the past 25 years I have been helping women find nutritional plans and fitness programs to help them look and feel their best and live their most authentic life. Here in this community we are doing that through the practice of intermittent fasting and living a keto-like lifestyle. If you're jumping on, please make sure that you leave a comment as well so that I know you're there. Let me know if you've been in one of our courses before, if you've been following along on the sidelines with us. I always appreciate you being here as well. And if you have any questions or your own personal stories or experiences that you would like to share with us today, always feel free to put those in the comment section. I address all of that at the end. And then we will also have a special announcement at the end of today's broadcast, so make sure you stick around. Okay, so when is the perfect time to work out? There's really no scientific data out there to support that there is one time that is better chemically for your body or scientifically for your body than another time. Everyone's body is working on its own circadian rhythm. We talk about this a lot with fasting and feasting, and how when we are practicing intermittent fasting, we're doing it within that 24-hour period, and we really are working off of our body's own clock and helping our body's hormones balance out through the practice of time and consistency. So where does fitness work in with all of this? And is there that time of day where we're going to reap the best benefits from a workout? So what I've been doing with my own experimenting over the last few months has been experimenting with exercising at different times of the day, and also experimenting at different points of my fasted state. And here's what I have found for me personally, and then we can kind of talk about some ways that you can kind of figure this out for yourself. I personally get the best results from working out when I work out in the morning, and it has nothing to do with the time of day and working out, other than I'm more likely to actually complete a workout if I do it first thing in the morning. Because my life is busy. I have 2 very busy kids. I have a 17-year-old son who's super busy. I have a 11-year-old daughter who's super busy. And in the afternoon, I'm not always in control of my time. So there could be an emergency school project that needs to be done, or a homework dilemma, or something going on with dinner, or an event that we have to attend that might eliminate my opportunity to work out. So for me to get the best results from my workouts, I have to schedule it in the morning. And that has been true for me since I've had kids and have been a married woman, and we have life stuff that for me to get the best results from my workout and to be the most consistent, I do have to schedule it in the morning. There have been times where I have scheduled it to happen, you know, before everybody wakes up. So I've been that 5 o'clock in the morning workout person. Currently, because of my schedule and because of the time that the kids go to school, working out at 6 or 7 in the morning, sometimes 8 or 9 in the morning works out for me. But I have to put it on my calendar and get it done before life starts happening for me. If I work out or schedule my workouts for later in the afternoon, like I said, things happen, and there's too many opportunities for me to get taken out of an exercise opportunity, because that time generally is not something I have control of. Now let's factor in the fasting and the feasting aspect of it, because that's what we practice here. So when I work out in the morning, so whether it's at 6 in the morning, 7 in the morning, 8 or 9 or 10, it's usually about midpoint into my fasted state. So I have practiced working out completely clean fasted and felt how that worked for my body and the output that I was able to give into my work to get to my workout. And then I've also dirty fasted at that point of my workout. what I have noticed for my physique and the results that I want to get is that my results, or the end of, the goal that I was trying to achieve fitness wise and physique wise, didn't change for me whether I was working out clean fasted or dirty fasted. What did change for me, dirty or clean fasted, working out in the middle of my fasting window, was how I felt physically, emotionally, and mentally during my workout. So when I work out in the morning and I was clean fasted, I didn't feel like I had what it took to push myself to the level I like to work out in. So if I was doing a HIIT workout, it was really hard for me to get my body to that point of that max heart rate that I like to work out in a fasted or in a HIIT type of workout, so that I'm actually improving what I'm doing cardiovascularly and getting myself out of that comfort of being in my aerobic threshold. I want to be outside of it so that I can improve my cardiovascular fitness. So when I did that clean fasted, I didn't have that feeling like I could work that hard. When I was dirty fasted, so I added in nutritional supplementation in a morning workout, middle of my fast, I felt like I had that kind of push where I could really work out at the intensity level that I like to work out, managing my heart rate and doing what I like to do to really improve my overall fitness and well-being. When I worked out later in the afternoon, so this was all during phases of experimenting, I would do it consistently for a couple of weeks. When I worked out later in the afternoon, so the end of my clean fast, and then I would dirty up my fast, I didn't get that same level of energetic push despite the fact that I had dirtied up my fast. And I think that's just because I was so deep into my fast that I didn't feel like I got that level of a workout. And what I found when I went back and tracked my workout consistency was that I was less likely to be consistent if I was pushing my workout to the end of my fasted state so that I could stay clean. So what's the moral of this story? You have to find a workout time that you're going to not only be realistically able to consistently keep that commitment to yourself, but you also have to find that time, if you're practicing fasting in the intermediate type of state, that you're going to get the best feeling from your workout. And the feeling that we're striving for is not just physical, but a lot of it is mental and emotional as well. And for me to feel really good about my workout, I like to drive it hard. I like to really work out at that point where I'm huffing and puffing and feeling like I'm working out at my max, and really monitoring my heart rate if I'm in that HIIT or Tabata type of zone. Now, when I'm doing endurance workouts, it's a little bit different, but I still have to sustain the duration of that endurance workout and be able to feel mentally and emotionally like I'm driving, not just physically as well. If I were to work out at night, and I experimented with this as well, when I was in a feasted state, so completely finished my fasting window, had a feast, and then worked out, I felt completely miserable. I felt really nauseous. I didn't feel like I had any more energy due to the fact that I had just feasted, and I didn't feel like I had that drive to really push my workouts to that intensity level that I really like to be at, to again show a progress in what I'm doing with my overall physique and my ability to push my aerobic threshold even further and show improvements with my cardiovascular fitness. So feasted, I didn't like that feeling at all. Middle of the day, end of my fasted state, I wasn't consistent, and I didn't feel the same way I felt when I worked out in the morning. Mid-fast, but I dirtied it up with some nutritional supplements. So the end result of all of what I've just experimented with was that it doesn't matter to me that I broke my clean fast. Now that I'm a healed woman, I always suggest that you stay clean fasted when you're in the process of healing your body. And I did a post here on Facebook, and I did it on Instagram, I can't do it on YouTube, about how I took a really long period of time off of working out so that my body could utilize its energy sources to heal my body. And during my healing phase, I didn't work out, and I clean fasted to the letter. Like, I didn't play games with my 20-hour fast and what I was doing in my feasting, because I was desperately trying to heal my body. Now that I'm healed, I have the opportunity to play around, and that's exactly what I've been doing for the last couple of months with the time in which I work out and what I'm doing in my fasted state to enhance my workout. So Find a time that is going to work for your lifestyle. What time can you put on your calendar that's not going to interfere with the other people that you have to be committed to, and the demands that they have on you? When is the time that you're going to feel your absolute best? For some people, it is in that feasted state. It's after they have their meal and they're ready to go work out. A lot of times when you're doing strength training type of workouts, being in a feasted state does make you feel better because you're using a different type of energy, and you have a different energy expectancy when you're in a strength training type of workout than you are in a cardiovascular type of workout. So for me, in the morning, in a middle fast window with some nutritional supplementation, really has proven to me to be the best time for me to work out. And then if I wanted to do some strength training maybe in the evening or maybe in the afternoon, I could probably pull that off because I'm not that invested in strength training. I do it to enhance what I'm doing with my running and cardio workouts because I want to stay healthy there as well. I don't want any injuries, and I want to make sure that I'm sustaining my my body so that I can do what I love to do, and that's running and cycling. And so I do incorporate some fitness or some strength training in there, but it's not that thing that really drives me. If you're a strength training type of person, maybe you're doing some CrossFit type of workouts and you need to have that feeling of being strong, then later in the evening post feast might be the best time for you to schedule your workouts. The best advice I can give you personally to find your best time to work out, or the time that you'll be most successful with your workouts, is to play with your schedule. Do a couple of weeks of scheduling your workouts in the morning and see how you feel. Then do some workout scheduling in the evening. See how you feel and see how consistent you can be. Then do some in the middle of the day and then experiment with the results that you're getting and how you're feeling, and then see what works best for you. There is not one flat designated time of the day that's going to reap a group of people the best results. The best advice I can give you is find that time of day where you're most successful and then schedule that in as an appointment for yourself that's non-negotiable, meaning that when you find your time, you be selfish with that. Take your half an hour or your hour or whatever it is that you have available to help your body stay physically fit and functionally fit so you can live the lifestyle that you want, and be selfish with that time, because that's the time that you're going to be able to really advance what you're trying to do with your fasting, your feasting, and your fitness. Keeping in mind again, and I have to emphasize this over and over again, is that if you are really struggling with healing your body, do yourself a favor and slow yourself down. Take a few weeks off of working out to figure out how your body is responding to fasting and feasting well, and then slowly start incorporating your fitness back in. It feels very different to work out in a fasted state, whether it's dirty fasted or clean fasted. It feels different because you're drawing off of different energy sources and energy stores. And so you have to make sure that you're healed enough, not only with what's going on the inside of your body, but you have to be healed enough emotionally and mentally too, to understand that it's not going to feel the same way it felt before. And that's okay. You'll get used to it and your body will adapt over time. Today was the first day that I've ran outside, and I shared this in my post today. And it was an amazing experience for me because I took that year off of running, and then this last 4 months I've really worked on getting my strength back and building up my cardiovascular stamina. And I was really afraid to get out and run on the road because I hadn't done it for so long, and I had been blocking myself thinking that I couldn't run because I had been so sick, and I didn't know what that was going to feel like for me. And I had a successful run today, and it was amazing. And so I'm back into running, and I'm going to share what I'm doing with you guys here for sure. But I felt completely healed. I had no aches and pains. I had no feeling like I was going to quit when I was out on my run today. My body felt really strong. I ran a 5K. I ran it a little slower than I'm accustomed to running, but again, I haven't run consistently for about a year. And I've been doing all my cardio in what I say the hinged position. So I've been sitting on a bike and not standing upright. So that's a whole different set of muscles and endurance that we have to pull from. And it was a great experience today. I suffered no past feelings of illnesses at all. I felt no past feelings of what was going on with me energy-wise when I was insulin resistant and having some of those thyroid problems that I had. And I had no instances of stress incontinence at all on my run today, and I ran for over 3 miles. So I can honestly say that the time that I took off to heal my body over the last year has totally paid off, because I can now run like I ran in my 20s and my 30s, and I felt great. So now all I have to do is work on the consistency and get some of the other things back from my running. So definitely take the time to heal your body. Experiment with times of day that work best for you, not only how you feel physically, but emotionally and mentally as well. Play with some morning workouts, play with some midday workouts, play with some nighttime workouts, or vary up your exercise routine as well to keep it fresh. Not everything with exercise has to be perfect. Just like what we're doing with our fasting and feasting, we have to be open to doing some experimenting, and then knowing that sometimes when we experiment with something, it doesn't work out the way we had hoped, and that's okay. Go back to your planner, go back to your calendar, go back to what it is that has you excited about working out, and then just pick something else and experiment with that until you find what is going to work for you. I can tell you that the time that you're going to invest in yourself through this process is going to be well worth it, because you will find something that works for you. And then when you feel good and you feel successful and you start to notice the positive changes that are going on with your physique because of what you've already done with fasting and feasting and healing your body, will be the best feeling ever. And then you'll be able to look back and tell yourself that the time that you spent slowing down, and the time that you spent experimenting, and the time that you spent reflecting on how your body is feeling will be well worth it, because you'll be able to do whatever physical activity is making you your happiest and making you look and feel your best will allow you to go on and live your most authentic life. And that is the ultimate goal here. And I gotta tell you this too. When you're working out at a point in your life where you don't have to work out and you're choosing to work out, and you're not working out desperately to lose weight or try to change something that you're really not happy with in your body, and you're really working out for the pure joy of physical movement and the pure joy of how exercise makes you feel, it's a very freeing and rewarding feeling. And that's what I hope that we're going to be able to accomplish here as a group as well. Find something that you can do that's physically motivating for you and exciting for you, so that you'll continue to do it, and take away all the pressures and all of those feelings of you have to do something. There's nothing that you have to do. You should really be able to find something that you're choosing to do because it brings you joy. And when it brings you joy, you take the focus off of what you're desperately trying to do, and then you'll find so many wins in it, and you'll be super excited about going back to it the next day. And that's really where the time and consistency will come in. So let me jump on YouTube really quickly and answer any questions or comments that we have over there, and then Facebook I will jump on with you, and then Hangout I've got a good announcement for some of you that I know you're waiting to hear. Tony, I'm glad the topic works for you. Rita, hello. Angelique, watching your video on repeat. You are an inspiration. Oh, thank you so much. Love you too, girlfriend. Gabriella, today is my day 3. Felt hungry around noon, and my break was at 1, but I managed. What do I do if I get hungry again before my break fast? Gabriella, if you're not in our course, I highly recommend jumping in our course. We teach all that there. Just drink some water would be the short answer for that one. Barty Miller, I think it is. Oh, Robin Miller. Okay, gotcha. Signed up for the June course, fasting for 3 weeks. Today was my first 20-hour fast. Well, good for you, girlfriend. You're gonna love the course if you're already at the 20-hour mark. Now you just you'll get to perfect everything and really hone it in. So I'm super excited to have you in June. Angelique, how many times a week are you exercising? I try to exercise. My goal for exercising is 4 to 5 times a week, but I'm physically active every day in some way, walking the dog or doing something. So 4 to 5 times a day. I always say if exercise on the days you want to look and feel your best is basically what I would say if you're trying to get back into exercising for sure. Let's see what else we got here. Donna, VIP alumni, getting back on track with IF and exercising after hearing you in my head saying, be your most authentic self. Thank you for the kick in the butt. Hey, Donna, you're welcome. I need the kick every now and then too, so you guys keep me motivated as well. These, I believe I'm already healed because I'm always working out, fasted. Awesome, that's great. Amy, April class, yes, exercise is a joy. Never thought it would be the case. Yeah, it does. When you feel good on you and you start exercising, it is like the best feeling ever. And I told Michael when I got back from my run today, I'm like, I can't wait to go for a run again. And that's the feeling that I've really been missing, is that runner's high. And so I'm super excited. I'm already planning, I'm going for a run tomorrow about 6. It'll be a little bit cooler. Today I went about noon and it was super hot and humid here in Texas, and so I was running really slow and felt really tired, but I felt great at the same time. So I'm going to go tomorrow at 6 before it gets too hot here in Texas and see if I can maybe shave a couple minutes off my run tomorrow. So I'll do exactly the same route I did today. You know, and that's another thing too I always recommend, is tracking what you're doing fitness wise and then watch yourself progress through. So I ran today with no time expectations. I knew I wanted to run a 5K. I knew, you know, that I just wanted to keep moving and get outside. And so now I have a reference point and a heart rate that I kind of monitored when I was running too. And now I can just get better after my first run. And so if you have a way of tracking your fitness, that really helps keep you motivated as well, and will help you determine the time of day to work out. So noon in Texas in May is not a smart time to go out for a run, but it was the best I could do today. Tomorrow, my day's a little bit different. I can schedule it for a little earlier in the morning, and the heat and humidity won't be so bad, and so hopefully I'll be able to get an even better run tomorrow. Melissa, is a fasted workout the best fat burner in your experience? Yes and no. Again, it's that thing where you have to kind of just see how you feel, and it is also part of what type of exercise that you're doing. So it is a different feeling when you're strength training and you're fasted. You don't feel as strong. And again, it's just the type of muscles, fibers that you're using, and the type of energy that's expected when you're lifting. Cardio is generally done better in a fasted state, and it's just because it's just a different energy demand. So you have to play with that and see what works best for you and how your body feels when you're doing different types of exercising. Let's see. Oh, I skipped a whole bunch. Sorry about that, you guys. So let me go down to the bottom and I'll start from the very beginning. Amy, hey girl, way to get that running. Oh, thanks. So Amy is my Texas running partner, and we haven't been running together for a while because we've both been kind of going through our own individual things, but hopefully Amy will start running consistently again, or walking consistently again, and then we'll get back into that running for sure. May course, awesome. Tina, love the topic. I love working out while fasted. I feel light and energetic. Yeah, I feel the same way. Pamela, checking in from the May group. Awesome. Leah, checking in from April and May class. Looking forward to the next level class. I work out early AM before the day gets started with kids. It's the time that works for me. Yeah, exactly. So you got to find a time that's successful for you. The one thing to suggest or kind of keep thought of working out in the morning is you do have to allow a little bit extra time to warm up, just because you've been sleeping and kind of immobile for a while. So just make sure you're padding your morning workouts with a little extra time to just warm up your body so that you're nice and warmed up before you work out, I guess. If you're in the later afternoon, you still want to warm up and stretch out a little bit, but it's not as critical as when you're first jumping out of bed. So just make sure you're allowing that time for sure. Let's see, Leah, checking in from, okay, we already did that one. Janet from New York, hello. Haley, have not been in one of your courses, but my sister has and recommended you. I've been IF dirty fasting through, though, with Bulletproof Coffee the past 6 months. Well, Haley, we'll get you to that clean fast, and then you'll get to really experience some good stuff. I'd love to have you in class with us. Janet, if I do not work out in the morning, I do not work out. I have tried working out later in the day or evening, and I always find excuses not to. Yeah, Janet, I'm the same way. And, I listen to a lot of experts talk about stuff, and and when the best time to work out, and you should work out in the evening to do this, in the morning to do this if you want the best results. And I don't know, the best results for me are just the beginning of the day, because that's when I'm most likely going to actually complete something. And so I think we have to really be careful about how finite we want our results to be. And for me, I just want to be a runner. I want to be a I want to have long, lean muscles on my body. I want to feel energetic. I want to get that high feeling that I get when I'm out and I'm in the fresh air and I'm, you know, and I'm thinking through my thoughts. And running has been that thing that just keeps me level-headed and helps me sort through life. And I've missed it, and I'm really glad to have it back. And so I'm just gonna I'm gonna fit it in whenever I can, and if that just happens to be various times of the day, so be that too. You just want to find that time that's going to make you feel your best and feel most successful, for sure. Sandra, hello. My girl from Denmark is here. Girlfriend, good to see you. When I have to go running in a fasted state, having to silence the "oh my God, you're starving and will drop dead" talk in my head has been a challenge. Well, feast well in your feast. So remember, if you're feasting well the night before, and I've talked about this before too, when I get into adding on some mileage, like when I'm into like 5 and 6 mile runs, I'll just make sure that I eat some good carbs at night. I'll have maybe some rice, or I'll have a sweet potato or something the night before, and that will get you the energy that you need to sustain yourself through a morning workout. So what you do the night before will definitely help. So think about how you're feasting the night before a run. Rosie, what supplements do you dirty up your with pre-workout? Rosie, you have to email me for that. I don't talk about that openly here. Amy, hello. After my eating time finishes, can I have a big herbal tea? Yeah, for sure. If you're in your feast. Do you work out every day? Can you skip a day? Yeah, you can. I mean, skipping a day, again, it's that thing that, you know, we don't want to get so hyped up in being perfect with our workouts. Some days you just got to take off, and sometimes life's busy and you got to like forego a workout. The thing you don't want to end up doing, just like fasting and feasting, like I don't fast and feast perfect every day, but you want to have the exit plan, right? So if you go a series of days without working out, you have to have that exit plan out of that routine and enter back into the routine where you can be consistent with your workouts. So that's where calendaring out things and keeping a journal really does help, so that you can see how many days it's been since your last workout and figure out what you have to do to get yourself back in. But you got to take a day off every now and then. That's just life, and sometimes your body's going to demand that you take a day off, and you got to listen to that as well. May course, can only work out in the morning, but so far I've experienced great energy levels. Awesome, Lisa. Janet, how often do you do cardio and how often do you do strength? Okay. So I do the Peloton bike, which I consider strength and cardio at the same time, because I really take advantage of the resistance opportunities with the bike. So riding up hills and stuff like that. I consider that a strength and cardio workout. I haven't really gotten back into any upper body workouts yet, because I've just barely been able to fit in my Peloton rides, but I'm going to start working in some upper body workouts as well. I also consider the Peloton bike and my running my core workout, because I know how to engage my core when I do both of those things, so I keep my core strength that way. So I would say I will probably go back to like 2 or 3 days a week of doing some upper body specific strength training, because I do know that when my upper body's stronger, I can pull off of that even when I'm running. So I want to keep that there, and I don't want to be the lady that falls down and can't get up. So that's why I like to incorporate the upper body. But my core, I always work my core, so I don't really designate anything for that. And then I'm using the Peloton bike and running to just keep my legs conditioned, and I'm using the resistance on the Peloton to keep my legs strong. So that part I'm gonna say is pretty covered. I will start working in some more lateral type of movements with my lower body, because everything I'm doing is going in this direction, and so I want to make sure I'm keeping those supporting muscles strong as well. So I'll eventually get some lateral type of strength training in for my lower body as well, but I haven't done anything yet. So I would say for me to work out every day is not something that would be unheard of. I just got to fit it in. Let's see, what else? Is a fasted workout the best fat burner in your experience? I think I already answered that one. Your dedication is admirable. Thank you, Melissa. Melissa, I've had to be more flexible during my feast and fast times during vacation, but having healthy foods and making smarter choices has made all the difference. Been walking in the mornings, but looking forward to gym when I get back home next week. Awesome. Yeah, walking is great too. And when we're in our level 2 course, we're going to talk about how you can turn a walk into a really great fitness routine as well, and it's just making that mind to muscle connection. So walking's great, and if you want to amp up your walking, just engage your mind into your muscles, and you can really turn what would normally be a casual walk into a really great fitness walk pretty easily. Leanne, my workout time is early in the morning and break my fast about 7 or 8 hours later, and I feel amazing. I feel so much better working out and fasting together. Yeah, so do I. And if you think about it, the only times I've ever feasted before a workout was when I was following someone else's program and not doing what my body naturally likes. So I've always been a fasted runner, with the exception of I always like to have a pre-workout, and that's just me. I love supplementing my fitness routines, and I always have. I've as far back as I can remember, I've always supplemented with something, and that could be a placebo effect and a complete mental thing for me. I don't care about that. I just feel better when I'm supplemented, and so I do it, and I feel like I get a better workout that way. If you don't need that, or you're not that type of person, then I say just fast and work out if you feel great that way. I am a supplement person. Melissa, I had to be more flexible during the fasting PT. Okay, I already did that one. Let's see. Christina, hello. Annette, hello. Deborah. Just started the 21-day fix yesterday. It is very hard after not working out for over a year. Fasted 1 day at a time. Got that good sore today. When is the level 2 course? Okay, good question there. I'm going to tell you in just a second. And okay, let's see what else. Yeah, running is definitely meditation for sure. It's my sanity. I believe I'm already healed. Carrie did that one. Terry, is it okay for me to fast with a bulletproof coffee until my first meal? I seem to feel better with some fat. Yeah, Terry, if that works for you, just know it's not clean fasted. That would be a dirty fast for sure. And Amy, so agree, my workout must be when I wake up or it will not happen. Yeah, for sure. Okay, so when is the best time to work out? The best time to work out is when it fits in your lifestyle and you have the most probability of actually completing a workout. Don't get yourself too wrapped up in what other people say is the best time to work out. Do it when it feels best for you and when it fits into your 24-hour period and when you'll be most successful. It might be the morning, it might be the evening after you get home from work. Whatever it is, the best thing to do is just create the habit that's going to make you most successful. For me, that just happens to be in the morning. I know for some people that's after work. If it's after work, create the habit that's going to actually allow you to get it done, meaning you don't go home before you work out, or maybe you can work out on your lunch break. Do what's going to make you most successful, and whatever time of the day that is, then that's your best time to work out. Okay, big announcement. We will have our Fasting, Feasting, Fitness course registration open sometime on Friday. We are initially opening our F3, is what we're calling it, level 2 course to our previous students. So students who have previously taken our Intermittent Fasting for Today's Aging Woman course. We're doing that very specifically because this first run through is what we call our beta launch, meaning that the group of people that are going through will be sort of experimenting with us to make sure that the program actually delivers everything that we hope it will deliver and everything that we promise. I have to know that you're comfortable with your fasting and your feasting and you are healed or pretty close to healed before you take our level 2 course. So we're not taking anyone in that first course initially if you haven't already taken one of our Intermittent Fasting for Today's Aging Women courses. So if you have previously taken a course, you will get an email from us. That counts for alumni course members, any course graduate, our holiday course members, whatever course that we have offered as far as Intermittent Fasting for Today's Aging Woman. If you're a graduate of it, you will be receiving an email to invitation to join us for our Fasting, Feasting, and Fitness, which will start June 2nd. I always am very careful about who we take to that next level, because I want you to be most successful, and I won't have the opportunity to teach you how to fast or feast correctly when we're in the level 2 course. So I need to make sure that we speak the same fasting feasting language before we move on to a deeper level, because I'm going to ask you to experiment with a lot of things, and I need to know that you're comfortable with something not working out perfectly for you, and it's not going to make you throw in the towel or feel like it's, you know, the end of the world. So we need to make sure that we're speaking the same language. So the initial invitation will go out to previous students of any level. You just have to have enrolled in our Intermittent Fasting for Today's Aging Woman course. And like I said, it could be the graduates course. It could be, it could be the alumni course. It could be the holiday course. Anything that you've done with me in a course before, you will be invited to join us. I'm super excited about the course because I think it's going to help us all identify some of those areas that are big sticking points with us, and why it is we are not achieving what we want to achieve with our physical fitness. You do not have to be a runner to take the level 2 course. You don't have to be a cardio junkie. You can be a CrossFitter. You can be a just pure strength training. You could be a walker. You could be a swimmer, a golfer, whatever it is. You will benefit from the level 2 course if you want to use your own personal physical activity to take you to that next level, and you want to do it via the practice of fasting and feasting. So we're super excited. You will be receiving an email sometime on Friday. We want to make sure that all the systems are set up correctly for you to enroll. And we're hoping to get some men in this course as well. So if you have a spouse or a significant other that you would like to have join you so that you can go through this process together, we are opening up the level 2 course to men as well. And you'll get more information on that when you actually register yourself into the course. So super excited about it. We've been working really hard on it. I've been experimenting with a bunch of different things with myself. Michael has as well, and we're going to pull it all together and really help you guys get to that next level. If you are wanting to join the level 2 course, but you've never taken a course with us before, I highly recommend that you just jump into a course and make sure you understand and have a good foundation about what we're doing in this community here. We don't do things like everybody else is doing it because we want you to have the opportunity to heal yourself and to really get yourself to the next level. We just received a message from a lady who just took our course the other day. She just completed our course, and she has been removed from all of her statins, so she doesn't have to take any more medication anymore. She's not at risk of any kind of blood clots or any kind of heart conditions, and those are the kind of things that you will be able to achieve for yourself. It's not anything I did other than provide information and say, hey, give this a try. If you're healed, the whole world will open up to you, and all of the things that you'll be able to do for yourself with your life, all of those limitations will be removed, and you'll be able to freely go about living your most authentic life with the lifestyle that you want to have for yourself. But you have to heal yourself first, which is why we require you to go through one of our courses first. So again, we're speaking the same language when we do the level 2 course. So emails will be going out on Friday. So registration will be open sometime on Friday. So I'm super excited for you guys. I know a lot of you have been patiently waiting for us to launch this, and we didn't want to do it till we had it right. So we're super excited to have it right and get you guys going. If you want information about the next Intermittent Fasting for Today's Aging Woman course, just click one of the links that Kara's provided here. The next course starts June 9th. The level 2 course will start June 2nd, and then we will continue to roll out courses as the year progresses. So thank you for understanding on that, on the limitations that we have. Again, I always want to make sure that when you jump into a course with me, you're ready for what it is that you're going to get out of it. And we really are serious about only taking women that feel like they're ready to move on to the next level, and we don't want to have to go back to the basics with what we're doing with our fasting and our feasting. Melissa, you can email me and I'll share you some information about what it is that you just asked about the 21-day fix for sure. Rita, thanks for all you do. I remembered your food allergy story today at work. We had a small bunch brunch, and I made some smart choices: small cupcake, quiche, hummus, la la la. My throat had a swelling, and my doctors told me to get Benadryl on board. Feeling much better. Yeah, so girlfriend, don't eat other people's food. Like, only eat the foods that you are in control of, so you know what's in it. So I'm glad you're okay. I'm glad you got some Benadryl in you. But yeah, I don't eat anybody's food anymore. It's too risky. So Melissa, I'll be expecting an email from you, and I'll share with you what that program is for sure. And that's some of the stuff we'll go over in the level 2 course for sure. Let's see. Oh, okay, all those questions got answered there. Anything else you guys have any questions about, or anything I could share with you? So Kara, we did the level 2 course. We talked about who it's for. We got the level 1 course, I guess is what we can call that, if you guys want to jump in with that. Lita, so happy to found you 3 weeks into IF and keto. Love life again. Awesome. 5 pounds down and love your videos. They all help. Awesome. Thank you for sharing that. I appreciate you being here. It's amazing what we can do when we can heal our bodies, right? And I'm amazed still at what I was able to do for my own body. I never ever imagined that my stress incontinence would go away without a surgery. It's completely gone. I mean, I ran 3 miles today. I almost cried at the end of my run. Like, I can't believe I don't have to have that on my mind anymore when I'm out running. It's such a huge blessing. The pre-diabetic state, the insulin resistance, my thyroid is fine at 52 years old. I'm going to share on Monday what just happened at my dental appointment. Again, a shocking revelation of my body being able to heal itself. And I want you guys to have that opportunity as well. You never know where your body's going to heal when you truly give it the opportunity to heal itself. Sometimes that means you have to slow down your life a little bit. Sometimes that means you have to go off track of what everybody else is doing. Sometimes that means you have to just tune in and listen to what your body is trying to tell you. My body was completely screaming at me and yelling at me to stop dead in my tracks, everything that I was doing, or else it was going to go deeper into sickness. And at 52 years old, and to be completely healed and not have to stress about what foods I'm going to eat anymore, or what diet I'm going to be on, or counting calories, or having to panic work out. I don't do any of that anymore, and that is true healing. That is the best part of this whole process for me, and I know it has been for a lot of you women as well who've gone through our course, and that's the panic is gone. The stress is gone. Yeah, there were times even in the last few months where I was working out and it didn't turn out exactly the way I wanted it to turn out, and I was like, okay, I'll just go back to what feels better, or I'll go back to where I am more successful, and I didn't beat myself up. And I can even, if you watched Monday's broadcast when I talked about defluffing from a holiday weekend, it's Wednesday. I'm completely defluffed. I didn't do anything drastic. I didn't get bummed out about celebrating over a holiday weekend with Mother's Day, and that Monday morning I woke up and didn't feel my best and I was feeling fluffy. I just went back to what I'm doing every day, that I'm not celebrating a holiday, and I normalized my body. And today I'm sitting here and I don't feel a shred of fluff, and I just lived my life the way I live my life when I want to look and feel my best and be most authentic with everything that I'm doing in my 24-hour period. And I want to give you guys that freedom and flexibility as well. So it's imperative that you guys get into that first class before you jump into the level 2 with us, so you can be at that point before we go deeper into the level 2 for sure. Deborah, thanks Diane. You're such an inspiration. Congrats on your run today. Yeah, thanks so much. You know, it's just a run, but when you have been struggling for so long and that struggle is gone, oh my gosh, I feel on top of the world, and I'm so excited about where I'm going to go moving forward, as opposed to dreading it. And when you get older, you think everything is dreadful, right? I mean, there was a time 2 years ago when I thought everything from that point on in my life was going to be dreadful. And I am so optimistic and so excited about the next 50 years of my life, because I know if I just stay on this course, it'll be amazing and it'll just get better. And, you know, our kids are growing up, and Michael and I are going to have the freedom and flexibility and the health and energy to live our most amazing years together. And that is a gift that a lot of people don't ever get. And it's as simple as slowing down, listening to your body, and figuring out what your body needs to live its best. And it's worth it. I can tell you that it's absolutely worth it for sure. Okay, so I think that's all we have going on for today. I don't think I have any more questions. Can you share blood pressure? What is BP testimonials you know of, please? And Jane, April 2018 course, great video. Thinking of joining the FFF3 course. Yeah, you should. It's going to be super fun. Andrea, I don't know what you mean by BP testimonials. Blood pressure, maybe? I don't know. Okay, so F3 launches on Friday. Intermittent fasting for today's aging woman level 1 course is a requirement. You have to have graduated for that, at least to get into our beta course. We might open it up to non-grads maybe the next time we roll it out in the next quarter. But for now, we do want to take grads. So if you're a grad, get in. It's going to be super fun. And if you're not a grad, make sure you take the course so that you'll have eligibility to jump in if we do end up just closing it out to grads. Have a super rest of your Wednesday. Mike and I will be talking, I don't know what we're talking about on Friday, but we're going to have a great subject on our IF Keto Like family page over on Facebook. So jump over there on Friday at 3 p.m. And if you have a question or comment post live broadcast here, always feel free to drop it in the comment section. I will go back and answer anything I can. Or if you've even thought of a question and you were here live with us and you want some more clarification on it, or you need me to help you get through a sticky spot, always feel free to leave me a comment and I'll get back to you guys. Have a super rest of your Wednesday, and then I'll post and share how the rest of my running is going this week, just to keep you guys in the loop as well. So if you're ready to get back into running, maybe it'll give you some inspiration to just put your running shoes on and go for a run. Have a great rest of your Wednesday. I'll see you guys on Friday.